D20. Spectacular.
Awesome. And what's your name? Logan. Perfect. And let's get on the tweeters. So are you guys all ready for the murder, which is Tomb of Horrors?
I'm ready to die.
I've never
I'm
died
ready.
before.
Well, let me tell you, you're
in for a treat.
It's not all it's cracked up to be quite honest. It's quite boring. It's
Death is
you're
pretty
alive
lonely.
and not, and that's just the way of it. Mentioned by Encounter RP. Imagine that.
Huh. That's kind of weird.
Hmm.
I don't know if you should trust those guys, to be honest.
Funny. Well,
I heard they're pretty shady.
Yeah, they do some pretty
I've
shady
heard
deals.
the same, as a matter of fact.
Always in this tomb, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty horrific.
Hail Southern.
Slytherin. Oh, I thought you said Slytherin. It could be a short adventure, Quintus. Any of you guys that were here during...
Just as a warning, this is my first game using Roll20, so I
Yeah,
fully
27.
expect to make an absolute
That's okay. I will guide you through with my soothing hand of death. Right. We appear to be all in, set, assembled, ready. Dong is held high. Let's go. We all good?
I'm ready.
Alright, let me play the little break video for the sake of it, and so we'll have 2 seconds to
Absolutely.
grab a drink or something. Let's go. Alright. Perfect. So, welcome everybody to the Tomb of Horrors. My name is Will, I am your Dungeon Master. Unfortunately for these players here, and your host, fortunately for you there at home. So, let us enter this terrible, terrible dungeon of doom, as we have two new players to the channel, and of course, Sid Bay back again. So, let's go around, introduce who you are, where you're from, what you're doing, and who you are playing tonight. So, Foxhound, people may or may not know who you are here, so who are you, sir?
Hi, my name's Foxhound. I hail from Austin, Texas. I am a fellow Twitch Dungeoneer. I run a Dark Sun Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game on Tuesdays. We also play board games on Thursdays and various odds and ends like map building and DM tips throughout the week. I have this dog. He's pretty great.
Hell yeah.
Hello. My character does not have a dog. My character for this particular afternoon or evening, depending on which time zone you're in, is Reynard. He is a tiefling bard warlock. If you've ever seen Arrested Development, he's kind of like Job Bluth if Job gave himself over to the powers of darkness. So he's kind of a little full of himself. He tried to make it as a musician once in his life, try and prove that basically if he just decided to do anything, he could do it, make it on his own, get rich, get super famous. And that didn't work out, so he just fell in with some Raven Queen cultists and decided, you know what, maybe Arcane Secrets is where it's at. I hear there's lots of those here. I'm sure I could just walk right into the first room and pick up an Arcane Secret, and then that's fine. Maybe escape with my life or something like that.
Maybe. Alright then. So, Logan. Apologies for the non-fancy nameplate. You'll have one later.
Hey, it's cool. It makes it unique, right?
Yeah, you stand out, yeah.
So I also DM as well as play in my fair share of role-playing games. I run a stream every Thursday around 6:30 Eastern. I have a regular party who is playing through the Emerald Spire currently, and my cat decided that when you were showing off your dog, he needed to come be seen, I guess, because he came right after.
What a cutie.
This is like show and tell.
It is.
Everyone show me your pets.
And I am playing Lashrak today, who is a wizard, and he is not as power hungry as he used to be, but he,
He's had his
he
he's had his
once
fill.
made a deal with a demon for a spell book. We'll put it at that, and you guys will get to see just kind of how he is.
Excellent.
Hopefully.
I like the sound of that. And finally, Sydney.
My character's name is Evine. She's a tiefling barbarian. She's basically grown up out in the wilds, not very social, pretty violent and apathetic towards most situations. So it's me, just with horns.
It will now feel weird killing you, but there we go.
From the Okefenokee of the Greyhawk universe.
She grew up in the swamp, actually.
The Oakley Dokley Swamp. Awesome. So, you guys have heard about this tomb. Apparently, it's pretty horrific. But, despite all of that, you have decided to adventure together into this tomb.
Oh, what a bunch of idiots.
I know it's a rookie mistake, really, but you've decided
really
to
is.
do it anyway.
Gonna die.
Yeah. So, you probably heard the rumors. You know that there was a great Lich Lord whose name is Asarerak, and it's a tricky name. But despite all of that, he is rather cunning, fiendish Lich, and he set up this tomb to prey on the unwary adventurer, and he set it up as a series of tests to see who can get in. And of course, whilst it is incredibly dangerous and evil and terrible, the rewards are great. And so you know that in almost every room there are great treasures to be found here, and so the temptation is just too much. You just can't resist. So you guys can decide whether or not you've adventured together before, or if you are newcomers together, kind of you've just gone to the Tinder of the D&D world and decided to group up, or whatever. So you've come here, you've probably met up in the local town, and Ratchosphere, donating £15, says start on a high note. Every one next roll is a nat. And let me read the rest of that. So let me get to that in just a second, Ratch. Doing this all day, Kevin told. Is it in nat 1 or a nat 20 though, Ratch? That's the thing. So, or maybe it's a 1, because you said 1. Okay. So, basically, what Ratch has just done, you can influence our game by donating. You can find the stuff down below. It's all very exciting. Ratch has donated, and we're going to see... Yeah, he can make you roll nat 1s, you can make each other roll nat 20s, you can give advantage, disadvantage, you can give the DM advantage. You can do so many terrible things in this stream you wouldn't even know. Nat 1s, okay, so everybody's next roll, aka their first roll, is a nat 1. And I'm so sorry for you guys, it's not starting out on a high note for the Tomb of Horrors. Oh dear. Take it all in stride. Take it all in stride. And of course, this adds up on the crit hits to crit fails over there on my side. At the end of each adventure, every 3-hour segment, if there are more crit hits than crit fails, then something really good happens to the party at the end. If there are more crit fails than crit hits at the end, something very bad happens to the party at the end. So
if we're already all dead, how bad is very bad?
Yeah.
Oh, you would like to know, wouldn't you, Foxhound? You'd like to know.
That's why I asked.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I thought that was rhetorical. No, I'm
Sorry.
no,
I'm smart, Alec. I'm sorry.
I'm fucking with you, man.
Sorry. There's a lot of that, by the way.
No, same.
No
So,
one can take it. He's the worst.
well, I am actually confirmed to be the worst. You guys have grouped together in this odd build group of adventurers, and decided that today is the day to enter the Tomb of Horrors. You're prepared, you're ready, you've done everything, you've got all your equipment together, you've given a big team hug, big team high five.
It's fun.
Yeah, fist
No eye
bumps.
contact.
No eye contact involved.
No eye contact on first dates.
No, it's just weird, isn't it? And
We met on Tinder.
D&D Tinder.
You're paying
And
for it.
and yeah, so you're here outside the tomb. There appear to be 2 entrances to this tomb. It's raised onto a hill. At the very kind of top of the hill, there appears to be some kind of statuary but you can't really get up there from here. However, there are two entrances, one on the north side, one on the south side. You have heard that you can enter into this tomb, and it's completely up to you guys which you decide to enter. You probably haven't really heard about anything what's inside the tomb, other than, why don't you guys all roll me history checks to see if you know anything prior to entering this tomb about it that might come in handy.
So I need
They're
to
all
do
nat
this in
ones,
real time.
right?
Yeah, they're-
Oh yeah, everything.
Oh shit! Okay, don't roll that then, because that's just a waste of roles. Yeah, don't roll that. You
We don't
guys
know
know
anything.
nothing about this. So it's a completely blind entrance, either north, south, into here. And we can have a little scene setting before you guys kind of ride up on your horses and leave them here, or if you're not riding
Mine's a
horses,
rental.
yeah, gotta get it back soon. Otherwise, they're gonna absolutely kill you for the waiting times. But you're outside the Tomb of Horrors, north and south entrance. There you guys are. What do you do?
Okay.
So I have as a multi-class bard warlock with literally weeks of training, I have a particular vocation that allows me to detect magic at will. So could I take a quick just sweep, not looking into the hallways or anywhere past the threshold, but just really quick to see if either the entrances themselves have any kind of radiation or sensors or
Yeah, certainly.
signs that say beware of tomb or something like that.
Yeah, if you're looking into, are you just using your vision, or are you trying to use your any kind of magical abilities to do this?
So it's a eldritch invocation. So it's bestowed upon me by the Raven Queen. It is not itself a spell, but it works like the spell. So it's just vision. Just I believe it's 30 or 40 feet in front of me or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, we'll say that you're the north entrance for the sake of argument,
Okay.
and because you've ridden in from the north, it's a nice northerly wind has ridden you in here.
30.
And Mac has just donated £5. Marvin, he has to die.
Mac! Marvin is a character in our Dark Sun games. Mac is insistent that he dies.
Thank
I'm
you so
sorry.
much for that donation.
Keep,
Very generous, mate. And that has reached our first donation goal of the day. Hooray, everybody!
hooray!
Getting us to
Yeah.
Comic Con. So, yeah, you detect anything in the immediate area. Okay, so here's what I'll tell you. You
Okay.
can't sense exactly where this presence is coming from, but there's a very dark energy in the area, and you sense that it is watching you, and perhaps even assessing you.
All right, so I move my gaze to the west.
Okay.
Does he still feel like he's being watched?
In some ways,
Oh man.
They're not
and in
at the
others
place.
he doesn't. You feel a certain relief.
Not sure this tomb is as abandoned as that barkeep told us.
Ah, it's completely abandoned. Nothing bad in there at all. It's completely free. You guys go in there, get all the loot. You'll be fine.
I remember he said, go in there and get all the loot and we'll be fine. Then I talked to the horse afterwards for several hours. Told me not to trust the bartender. Anyway, walks around on this rental.
Oh, man.
Is this wizard that I've met up with still averting his gaze suspiciously?
No. No, I'll look back at the entrances.
I
and,
have in my D&D Tinder profile no secret rogues. You're a rogue, that's fine. I agree with your life choices, but be honest about it. Don't
Oh,
like these-
I'm not a rogue. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's what fake rogues always
totally-
say.
yeah, but just looking at me, I've got like all this like unkempt, like long white hair, and I'm like clearly like
Me.
70 years old. I'm
So-
a human.
The problem is that one time I had a fellow party member who looked just like a wizard. Pointy hat, big gray beard, staff. He had a wand. No, he was a really good magic item using rogue, and he eventually stole everything and killed us.
Man,
so I don't trust wizards anymore because they might be rogues.
Man, Tice has just donated £5. He says, Jar Jar Binks joins the game, hopefully to help guide them.
Oh, good.
Nice, I love it.
All right.
What do you think if I do a Jar Jar voice? I think Cord can do this much better than me, but I will attempt one. You guys remember this kind of odd figure from the bar that you're at where you met at on D&D Tinder. He was kind of in the corner, always watching you guys, kind of like... You didn't swipe the right way for him. He was going to be part of the D&D Tinder group, but no. He was like, he's a bit weird, right? I don't use Tinder. See, you'll be pleased to hear.
Too wide.
So, he's a bit of a weird one, right? So, he was like, "Oh, I can join your group, guys." But you're like, maybe not. But he's just ridden up. He's a kind of odd-looking fellow. He's actually a kind of lizard man. He's kind of pink flesh tones, which is weird for a lizard man. Anyway, he's got these big ears. But he claimed to be a really good guide around the tomb.
That's what everybody says on Tinder.
Yeah, I know, yeah. This is like the classic opening line. Really good at Tomb of Horrors. Yeah. And he sets off his horse and says, Misa saw you around the tomb.
Oh, God, that's way too good an impersonation. Horrible. Unfortunately, I have no better ideas, so perhaps...
Let's go in.
Foul pink reptile is the way to go. North or south?
Like tap the bard on the back and be like, "Sing us a song, pretty boy. It's time to go on."
Ah, I know all kinds of songs. You're on my
Mixtape.
yeah.
Someone drop a beat. I feel so inspired.
Hang on, it's gonna dust you. Let me get back.
Rem just donated £5. He says, Peasant Joe sets up shop outside the tomb selling wares and gear.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay.
We just spend the entire 3 hours just outside the
Just outside. Honestly, it's probably better for you guys in terms of safety. So Jar Jar has just turned up. Misa saw you around the tour. Misa got north entrance, and then you kind of go to the north entrance, and there you see this odd-looking guy who's got tables full of wares. He's got loads of gear, loads of oddly kind of farming tools and ploughing equipment, which doesn't seem very relevant to the situation, but he still has it here anyway.
There's always going to be a hoe when you have a Tinder meetup.
Exactly, there's always a hoe when you go into the Tomb of Horrors, and in this case, it's Peasant Joe, and he is a like Peasant Joe's wares sign held up by his stall. I think if I can do a Rem. Don't know if I can, honestly, but he's there, and he's like, "Oh, howdy, folks. Anybody want to grab a hoe?"
Ah, thrifting. There might be something really good here. I'm going to use investigation to try and see if there's anything here that he's selling really cheap, but that might go really good on D&D eBay.
I'm gonna ask him how long he's.
It's just called D-Bay, yeah.
Yeah,
eBay, yeah, there you go. So this will be my first time using a skill. So I'm going to go to my character sheet in D20 and go to skills.
He's doing it, boys. He's doing it.
Investigation.
Look how much he's doing it.
I'm doing it.
Oh, and it's a nat one.
Spectacular.
So, you're like looking through this equipment and trying to see what's what around here. When suddenly Peasant Joe, he doesn't like the cut of your jib. You're like Peasant Joe gets the total wrong end of the stick, and he thinks you're like trying to steal his stuff, and he's like, "Oh hell no!" And he grabs his hoe, and he just goes in to swipe at you.
Oh dear.
Am I able to like make a persuasion check?
I mean, he's certainly gonna get at least one swing in before anything happens. But Peasant Joe, I mean, he's a peasant. but he doesn't take no shit when it comes to his property.
Ah.
So he's going to roll a 28. That's pretty good, Joe.
That is pretty good.
Versus your AC, is that a hit?
I'm positive that it is.
Okay. Classic peasant Joe.
Yeah.
And he's
What?
He's-
What? The guy in the 5 ceramic pants is gonna hit the guy with the 500 gold armor on? Come on!
you take 10 damage as he slices his hoe into you.
Good lord. I'm going to die.
He's just like, oh, hell no! And goes in for a swipe on that. But yeah, Logan, if you want to try and convince this man to stop, you certainly can. Oh, by the way, if you guys can change your character names in Roll20 by going to the cog in the far right, and that will really help me as I'm looking over at your names.
I forgot to do that. I was gonna do that earlier.
Not to worry.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. So 1d20 plus.
OP hose.
I don't have any bonus to persuasion, so here we go.
All right. So what do you say to Peasant Joe to try and persuade him?
I'll just be like, I believe that my friend meant no offense, and perhaps we could speak rather than fight.
Oh wait, it's on that one. He
Yep.
goes into.
The history check was on that one.
He didn't take it because I was like, oh, that would just be a waste of Ratchet's donation. Otherwise.
Whereas this is clearly a worthwhile use of our time.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Cool.
I totally didn't just piss him off.
Yeah, this is certainly more entertaining, and because Lestruck, you've just offended this man so much. How dare you try and talk to Peasant Joe in this way? He's gonna go into swipe at you with his hoe. He's like, I'm not listening to nobody. And for a 17 versus your AC,
Okay.
may or may not be a hit. Is that a hit?
Yeah, I've only got 15.
Okay, cool. So, you're gonna take some Damarino. You're gonna take 5 damage as he kind of just clips you with this hoe, slices into your elbow. Yeah.
I'll just like under my breath. Well, I gave him a chance.
I'm gonna go over to him and like try to fix him, help him because he's on the
Okay.
ground and hurt.
Sure, yeah. Certainly.
Nice.
What do you want to roll like a medicine check on?
Yeah.
On
I mean,
Logan.
what is it? Yeah.
I have a hose sticking out of my forehead.
Oh, and that 20. That's a nat one, I'm afraid.
I know.
And I need to update the crit fails to 7 crit fails to 5 crit hits. Not looking good for the party at the moment, unfortunately. That 20, that's so sweet, nat 20. It's not going to occur. So you try and like fix his broken cut, and you end up like snapping it some more. And it's Logan. This is like Leshruck. This is so painful, man. You're gonna take a 1d6 damage, shouldn't you? Will you roll me 1d6? See how much damage you do to Leshruck.
Wait, hang on. What? I'm so sorry.
You take 3 damage, Leshruck, as she kind of trying to help. She has the best of intentions.
Devastating.
It's just painful.
Okay.
I'm just like, what are you doing, you fool? And as I look at her, I'm just like completely stunned. Like, why would she just come over and like fuck up my elbow more?
I've just seen a donation from Mac, which is
What?
Nancy, the transsexual troll, Fox's character's biggest fan, comes to save him. Mac, you're on a mad one.
So Reynard is absolutely a 1%er. He doesn't want to get involved like a riot or something like that. So
It's just as well, mate, because you're trying to stay out of this. You don't want to be part of it. When suddenly,
oh, this is happening.
yeah,
Okay.
we're on a mad one right now.
I like how much action there is. We're not even in the tomb yet.
I know it's
To
To
great.
be
Isn't it?
fair, I would rather get our natural ones out of the way before we go.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Me
It's
too.
quite possible you should. Yeah.
But now I'd like to go into the Tomb of Horrors. So
Yeah. So
if I spot like a break or something like that, I'm gonna flee into the north entrance.
yeah. So as you are just stepping back to try and get into the north entrance, you start taking the first steps down. You hear this mighty, and you look over and you see Nancy Latrobe from the bar, the woman who you scorned before.
Ah, man.
Yeah, but she's so hot on you, man. She absolutely trashes.
are.
Aren't they all? Bard. Hello.
Oh god.
You Is that the John Cena soundtrack?
That's what I was thinking.
That'll be later.
Okay. That's just for Nancy. So you see her crash into Peasant Joe and like rip off the hoe which she's carrying in one hand. She throws it away, and the two of them are there, kind of locked in action. And this is the perfect opportunity for you guys to enter into the tomb.
Oh, I'll follow behind, but I'll definitely make my way over there. I'm not sure what is happening, so I don't want any part of it, really.
Thank goodness I saved us.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Remember to like and subscribe.
I feel like this entire game is just going to be Foxhound being like, "You're welcome."
I'll try not to glam it up too much.
No, please do.
So you guys, basically, you're walking down a thin, narrow corridor. At
Is
this
Jar
point.
Jar still with us?
Yeah, Jar Jar is here. He's like, "Misa little down the tomb."
Great. I'm
So-
so pleased.
So, Jar Jar is here, and he starts walking down the corridor. He's like, "Listen, away, no your worries." And he leads you into this corridor, which is long and narrow, and it has two green sconces along the walls, and they are lit with this green fire in them. And down the end of the corridor, there is a door. And Jar Jar turns to the three of you and says, "Miss, I know how to do this, don't you worry." And I actually worry myself of how good that is.
Like, tell us, Will.
Yeah. Guys, I sexually identify as Jar Jar Binks.
It's 2015. You do you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is something you should have told me a couple months ago.
Okay, well,
It's got this
we can talk about this later, right, Sydney? So,
I'll
you
learn so much.
yep, yeah, you really do. So every, I don't know what I said, you look down the corridor, and Jar Jar is here and says, "Mr. Ledger, yes? Mr. Ledger, Mr. Hell, almighty bard, and almighty lady, and almighty wizard woman man."
What?
I'll hang back and wait and see what happens.
Cool. He steps forwards to the green sconces on the walls, and he's like, he goes and then he nose taps like in a conspiratorial way and winks like, "Miss, I know what Miss doing," and then he grabs the green sconce on the left and pulls it out. And as this happens, you guys start to hear a rumbling, like a low rumble, which is very, very ominous indeed. It's not a good kind of
Good
rumble.
work.
It's not the kind of hungry rumble. Tice has just donated £9. Give Jar Jar Binks 3 nat 20s. This is the point where I was about to kill off Jar Jar, right? Tice?
The fans have spoken.
Tice has spoken. They have, yeah, chat has spoken. Alright. So,
I mean, unless someone wants to donate more money to have him killed.
it's true.
Right.
It's very
That's how it
true.
works.
It kind of, yeah. So, yeah, Jar Jar said, "Miss, I know what Miss are doing." And you hear this low rumbling, and it's very, very ominous. And you start to feel dust come from the ceiling above. And you feel like there's a kind of almost seismic movement going on here in this room. And any of you who know anything about dungeoneering, you would know this is about to be a cave-in. This is bad news. You need to either go out the exit, which looks to be crumbling pretty quickly, or go through that door further into the tomb.
I'm
Through the door.
instantly gonna back out.
Hell no, through the door. Let's go.
Alright, so why don't you guys roll me initiative so we can get a proper order as to what's going on here.
Right.
And the tokens aren't in the map, so if you just want to give me a 1d20 plus your dex bonus, that would be perfect.
Of course.
I don't like how vaguely sexually toned Will makes Jar Jar. Yes, you do, Ghostly. Yes, you do. Do not lie to me.
Of course, it couldn't have been an auto nat 1 when I actually rolled a nat 1.
Oh, it's a crit fail. Extra crit fail to the chart, boys. Add it in. Add it in. That's 8 fails to 5 crit hits. Okay, so
Jar Jar did get a natural 20.
he did so well. So Jar Jar is gonna go first in this, but because he's first off the bat. So we have Leshruck. Let me just get your names into a doc. One. And then we have Sydney's character, who is... Are you playing Mushimoto or Dale?
Who?
You. What's your character
Not-
called?
Evine.
Oh. Oh, I don't see you in the... Oh, Evine. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. My
Hi.
bad. My bad, boy.
That's okay. You just don't pay attention to me.
I know. Yep. And then we have Foxhound with the... Are you playing Foxhound or Reynard? Yes.
Reynard.
Perfect. Sorry, it's just going to take me a few moments.
Maybe
to
you've
get
heard
used-
of me.
This thing.
You might have heard of me.
I have this thing where I get advantage on initiatives. So this says it.
Do you
in the
want to?
thing.
Do you want to re-roll them so you can get higher?
Yes.
I'd do that.
Yeah.
I'm still here. I'll be right back.
Sure thing,
Yeah.
buddy. Shouldn't it be 8 to 8 since Ginger gets the free next rolls and nat 20s? I'm gonna use initiative for Jar Jar's nat 20s. He's gonna just boss some crits, you know. 19. There we go. Perfect. So we actually have Evine on the 19. Perfect. Rhymes. Lovely. So the order is it's going to be Jar Jar's going to take his turn. There's going to be Evine. There's going to be Reynard, and then it's going to be Leshruck on the nat 1. Then we'll see what happens to Leshruck on the nat 1 in just a moment. So what Jar Jar does is he performs a barrel roll through midair. He apparently he's a monk. You guys didn't know.
I guess.
But he's a way of the elements kind of monk, and he just begins to, as those rocks start to fall down in this area, he just barrel rolls through the air towards the door and begins to open it. And Evine, it's your turn. These rocks are falling down on you. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna try and like charge toward the door and go through.
Alright, so why don't you roll me an athletics check to see how quickly you can get through here.
26.
A 26, that's pretty damn good in my book. So you just pace it through as his crumbling masonry begins to fall down around you, crushing parts of the floor, and you get towards the door where Jar Jar is. He's still trying to open it, which takes it to Reynard's turn. What are you doing? Everything's falling down around you. It's all going rather badly.
I will. So does this look like the push open or the pull, or push open or pull open type?
It's
of door?
got one of those annoying handles which you can't really tell. You know, it's got like a handle, so it could be a pull, but is it a push?
A Serac.
You hear this demonic voice.
Gosh. Okay, I will charge up to the door and throw my shoulder on it as well, adding my own considerable muscly body to the effort. Is that an athletics check?
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Okay, let me see. I've got one of those. Athletics starts with an A. There we go.
Certainly does. Perfect. So it's on a 22. Yeah. You begin to pound in this door. It doesn't give way straight away. There's certainly some resistance there. It's pretty like an old door. No one's been through this in a while. So you begin to open it. You feel a little like leverage. Yeah, a little give, but it's not quite there. Taking it to the Shruck's turn, who gets hit by a piece of masonry as he's so slow. He's at least a second behind these guys. So the Shruck...
I left my cane behind.
Yeah, feels bad, man. You're going to take just a 3 damage, just a bit of masonry, hits you on the shoulder, and stops you for a second. But what do you do on your turn?
So I clearly see them going for the door, right?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
I'm still just gonna back out. I don't wanna get crushed under this. I don't trust like my old man speed. I don't think I can make it
Old
that
man
over.
speed.
So
So as you like look behind you in these few seconds, this massive stone just crunches down behind you. If you hadn't rolled on that one, you might have had time to get out. But it blocks like most of the light coming through here, and there's vital seconds left to either stay in this room and die or get out of this room.
oh, I'm gonna book it.
In that case, I'm
as
going to
fast
stay in
as
the room
my
and
old
die,
man,
Will.
like,
I think I'm just gonna give
I'm
up.
just going to
now.
stay here and die, maybe. Yeah.
Will, how far away is the stone door behind us?
The one which is blocked,
The one that's closing back behind us to the outside.
like 40 feet.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I see our wizard friend?
Yeah,
hobbling?
you certainly do. Yeah.
Well, actually, so relevant question then. Do I see also the door shutting behind us?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, great.
You probably just first of all you feel the light go first.
I've made a big mistake.
I'll just like, if I'm able to, I'll yell, "Run, you fools!"
fly, fly, you
Nice.
fools.
Well, I don't think they can fly, so I would have no reason to say that.
The kappa. So
I mean, unless I wanted to use a couple spell slots, but not really.
all right, smart guy. Are you running? Are you hobbling? What are you doing to get yourself towards
Oh,
this
I'm
door?
trying to just, I'm sprinting as fast as I can manage.
All right, so roll me an athletics check.
Oh boy. Hey!
Hey, nat 20.
Natural 20.
Add that to
That's a
the
good roll.
crit hit.
Usain Bolt out of there.
Yeah, you have, yeah. And at the end, you just pull the pose, you know. Usain Bolt. So yeah, I'm gonna say on your nat 20, you can actually get through this door. Describe to me how you get through the door. Whilst these guys are trying to like barge their way in, like struggling, and this old man comes through.
I just remember that I have my staff with me, and I'm just like, just straight, just going for it, not even looking back, and my robe is totally like flowing out behind me. Like a little piece of it probably gets caught, and I just keep running anyways because I don't care.
So majestic.
The staff! I told you to take the wizard's staff. Very well. So you come through this door. You break open the door, and the rest of you guys can quickly funnel in. If you so desire, you can stay and die if you want. I mean, it's up to you guys. Do you want to
I
stay
choose to funnel.
Let's go in the
Okay,
door.
I choose to funnel. Okay. There's a wonderful cake in the next room. So,
Heard that before. And it was true.
So you guys, at the last moment, you managed to slam the door behind you. Jar Jar's there. He like closes the door as we'll say who's going last. I guess Reynard is the last through the door, and Jar Jar slams it behind you just in time as this block of masonry comes down where your head was just, and he closes it and turns to you and says, "At least I told you it would be safe."
That's not what you said.
No, Misa told you I would look after you, but we're fine.
This is getting weird. What happened to that old man?
He's still there. And you look over. How does Lashruck look at the moment?
Oh, I look completely disheveled and like I'm missing a chunk of my robe in the back. It feels a little bit breezier than before.
Nice. Awesome. So, as you guys kind of, I guess, acclimatized to the situation which you're now in, you look into this new room which you find yourselves in, and you look around you, and at the end of this room, you see a statue. But there are several features in this room. But this statue appears to be a gargoyle. The gargoyle is kind of locked in a pose with its arms above its head as if it was about to attack someone. Yep, perfect, focus down, loving it. And it is sitting... Yeah, thank you. And it's sitting on this great green head of a demon, and the demon's mouth is open and gaping wide, and as if something could go in there, as if something's meant to fit inside this, and the gargoyle's on top of it. And just to the right of this, there appears to be a glowing blue portal, and there are several coloured pavement slabs, I guess, by the foot of each of those, by this magical archway. And it's a fairly long corridor leading down, probably like 60 feet down until you get to this archway, and then maybe another 10 feet until you get down to this gargoyle statue / green devil face thing. And Jar Jar looks at you and says, "Okay, so Misa a bit lost."
Seen one of these
Everyone's gonna
before.
I'm there with them, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are all in this,
Okay.
just by the door, basically.
So, I am totally well versed in everything ever, and I'm going to do a knowledge check to confirm that. Would you like history or arcana? I'm looking mostly at the demon face first of all, because I studied demons a lot and
Give me an
everything, so that's really interesting.
An arcana check
Okay.
would be lovely.
And then also I want to make sure that the gargoyle is not going to come to life and kill us,
Totally.
or at least me.
Yeah, well, totally. Alright, so on a 16. So, I guess, are you specifically looking at the gargoyle or the green devil thing?
From a distance, my eyes first go to the green devil face,
Yeah.
but if I have to get closer, then I'm definitely going to shift my attention to the gargoyle,
Totally.
as I don't want it to just come down on me.
Something
And,
attack you, yeah.
yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, as
Gargoyle
you...
statues are all over the place.
Yeah.
It's not every day you see a green devil face.
Yeah.
hmm
So, yeah, as you remember your teachings on this, it is probably some kind of sacrificial altar. You get the distinct impression that it's not a good thing. You can't remember the exact application of how the sacrifice is made, but certainly you get a very bad vibe. It's certainly, or maybe, a good vibe, cough cough, Logan. But it's certainly demonic and evil.
Okay.
It has a dark magic surrounding it.
Okay. When I look around, how does everybody else, what's everyone else doing?
Oh, weird feedback from someone then. I mean, it's good. Go ahead, Foxanne.
My eye is actually drawn to this portal. Can I make a similar kind of check to see
Yeah.
what I
You
happen to know
certainly
about
can.
portals?
Yeah, I mean, you're at a distance from this point, so you can't make out, perhaps... Oh, fuck.
So it's like 60 feet away, is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. So you're looking... The information you get from this is what you're looking at from a distance.
Okay.
I want to push Jar Jar towards it and be like, go, figure it out.
Yeah, he's like, okay, miss I go.
Actually, yeah, I'll wait for that to play out before I do much of anything.
Chop chop.
Alright, Jar Jar heads off. And as he begins to walk down towards the magical archway thing, he steps on what looks like a pressure plate, which kind of funks down, down into the ground. And then it begins to fall through, but as Jar Jar begins to clearly fall down into what might be his inevitable death, he rolls a nat 20. Jar Jar, absolute king, rolls a nat 20, and he just he barrel rolls through the air out of the way. He just jumps, spins through the air, barrel rolls, and he's out there. And he gets towards the magical archway, and he says, "Mister, watch where you're going."
I love the idea that there's just a very obvious pressure plate, and he deliberately stepped on
Yeah.
it to jump out of the way.
Yeah, he just wanted to look cool in front of you guys.
Of course, of course. Well, now that we've seen this, can I make sort of a study of the floor to see if it's more, if there's some suggestion of where these pressure plates might be.
Sure, yeah, roll me a perception check.
Sure.
And it's funny going from a 3rd level game, which I was playing before, to now a 11th level game, so I have to
Yeah.
I have to remember to scale everything. It's like a 16 isn't actually that impressive at
Exactly,
11th level. Cool. So on a 21, you recognised that there are several of these pressure plates here. You can make out at least 3 of them, which are here. There's a one that Jar Jar stepped on, and then there are 2 others.
Careful, friends, there are pressure plates. At least 3 of them. The one he stepped on, and at least 2 more. And I'll point these out to the other members of the party.
Well, what if we like activate them with something else, and then we can get that out of the way?
Could we
Well,
just
they're
have
going-
Jar Jar step on them and then roll natural 20s to jump out of the way?
Yeah, I mean, he clearly
How
seems,
meta is that, though? Does
adept.
Jar Jar... Do you know that Jar Jar's going to roll in that 20? Jar Jar just might die. Are you willing to risk Jar Jar's life with that?
Why
Of
don't we
all
just
the
like?
lives,
Does Jar
Shrek
Jar
has
want to
no
do
qualms
that?
with that.
We don't know. Yeah, true. That's right. That's certainly doesn't.
I've never heard of a more expendable NPC.
Jar Jar Binks, most expendable NPC in the world. Yeah, but he's looking at this magical portal right now. He's actually further down the corridor. He seems to be rather interested in what's going on here.
Okay, well, I will, moving carefully around the spots where I have determined pressure plates, but especially keeping an eye on places that look like they might also have pressure plates, and I just haven't found them yet. You know,
Ah.
very tiptoe, but, still trying to look cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you can only see my face, so I can't do a very good, impersonation of tiptoeing down the corridor. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to try to
Yeah.
do.
All
I'm
right.
pretty much gonna mirror you.
Exactly.
He looks like he knows.
Exact
All right.
motion.
The 2 of you roll me perception checks.
Absolutely.
Awesome. We are 29.
True enough, Destination Valhalla. True enough. Didn't say which order Jar Jar gets. Nat 20s in. Nat 20 from Sudaru.
5.
So that's 7 crit hits to 8 crit fails. So we're currently looking at still a bad outcome for the party at the Endless, but pretty good roll. So on the Nat 20, Aveen, you spot out every single trap which is in this area. There's at least 8 of them, and clearly some were missed by Reynard. But there are 8 of these pressure plates down here, which you can navigate expertly with your eyes, your keen eyes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna smack Reynard in the back of the head and be like, dude, there's like 8. And then I'm gonna get in front of him and be like, follow me, God.
Yes, that's fine. I will follow.
Like the entire way I'm walking, I'm like, he said there's fucking 3.
I will. But then absolutely follow, and then now I'm impersonating her exact movements, like step for step.
Gotcha. So you guys make it through, and what's the Struck doing at this point?
So I'm still studying the demon mouth and contemplating what I might want to do, and
Yeah.
then I don't even notice that they've left until I hear say, "Dude, there's 8," and then I turn and look, and I'm like, and I'll roll a perception to look around. Plus nothing. Cool. Oh boy.
All right, so yeah, on 11, you're pretty sure what's going on here. You've got all the traps.
Yeah,
There was-
totally. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. She's so wrong. There's 2 of them. It's fine.
That's what I said.
She must
Alright,
have.
that's fine.
smoked
She made
some of
these
that,
up. She made some of
of
these
that
up,
pipe
so-
weed before,
Barbarians.
and
Who needs them?
I'll do my best to delicately walk across the floor. And,
Okay.
but still very confidently. I obviously know everything ever.
Totally. So, you feel yourself falling through the floor. But
Classic.
let's make a
That's fine. Just roll a 20.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
So you take a nat 20. That's not good news. That's not good news, Shuck. So basically, you step on this pressure plate, and the moment you do so, you feel yourself falling through the floor. And as you come down into this pit, you actually land on several stakes which are covered in this ooze, which you immediately know is not good news in any way.
It's not that good kind of ooze.
It's not a good ooze, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like bad ooze that you get sometimes.
It's-
So you take 14 damage.
Okay.
5 ongoing save ends. So you land in this pit, fall down a couple of feet, land in these spikes. Ouch! You've been pierced in several areas. You guys hear him probably falling and see this happen, and he's clearly poisoned.
He's clearly poisoned.
Yeah.
We'll have to leave him here.
Yep, have to leave
You
him
want to go
behind,
get
boys.
him?
Is there like a safe path back to where this?
You guys know the correct path because you've been on it and you walked it, but you didn't show him.
All right, I will. Well, no, I forgot he was there. I will carefully cross back and peer down the pit and see if he's in a state worth saving.
All
I'll
right.
just
How
like
far
prop
down
up
is-
against the wall and wait.
He's probably about 5 feet down.
Oh, 5 feet! My goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
He's gonna need some rope to get him out of this. I need.
I've got a rope.
Ratchetsphere has just donated £10. He says opposite day for every next roll. You know what it is. Okay, so basically, opposite day
Okay.
with Ratchetsphere is if you roll a 1, it's a 20. If you roll a 2, it's a 19. If you roll a 19, it's a 2, and so forth. And Tice has just donated £10. It's ridiculous, guys. Jar Jar Binks is actually a higher level monk, but plays an idiot to gain the party's trust. I get you, Tice. I understand now, buddy. Jar Jar is a genius. The rest of these guys are just idiots. Gotcha. Don't worry. I will certainly integrate that. I need to take a quick restroom break.
Yes,
Okay.
But
it's canon.
it's canon. It certainly is. But you guys
That's
keep
fair.
everyone entertained. Don't let them go anywhere. And I'll be back in like literally 1 minute. Talk about what you will. Plug yourselves. Talk about whatever. Talk about D&D or
Spectacular.
anything. And I'll be right back.
Cool.
All right. So,
Thank you.
So I'm just
everyone
like
that's watched.
laying there, like on my back on these spikes, however many are in me, and I'm just like expectantly looking up at you to obviously just pull me out of here. Like,
I'll
what's
be
taking
back.
so long?
Okay. Cool. Whereabouts are you, Logan?
I live in New York.
Oh, spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it's quite chilly there this weekend.
It is, I believe, 30 degrees.
I grew up in Florida, so anything south of 70 degrees is just...
No, it warmed up. It's 41. So.
Oh, spectacular. My goodness.
New piercings, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to pay for them. That's like the best. They're free, man. They said walk in and we'll just, stick you with however many you want.
That sounds suspect.
how long do you think we're gonna last?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what context they meant it in, but
Yeah. You guys want to see my
gonna
turtle?
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, turtle.
Yes!
Okay, hang on. I hope it doesn't pee everywhere, but if it does, well, chat will be entertained, certainly.
Yeah.
Do you think they make some sort of like turtle diapers? Because if not, I think I'm gonna use my entrepreneurship skills and whip it up.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing, so you could totally invent that.
I'm patenting it. No one in chat steal it. Oh my god, it's huge! I thought it was gonna be a baby.
No, it's quite big.
What's his name?
This is Freya. She's a couple of years old. She is a spur thigh tortoise.
She's swimming in the.
She's made a little bit of a mess, but nothing we can't deal with.
I want to hold her.
She's
Oh
such
my-
a... She's inside now because it's a little chilly out, but
Yeah.
She lives out in my yard most days.
I love it.
Thank you.
Do you know, like, how...
Oh my God,
as big
turtle.
as she's- Woo! There it is.
So
Will, you
did
scared
that-
her!
I scared the turtle. Oh no, take me back, turtle. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
right, yeah.
All
See,
right,
there you go. See, the turtle diapers are totally a thing.
totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's an invention I came up with you when you
Donate now for
For more
Donate.
turtle.
donate some
spectacular.
Shark Tank.
All right,
Back
boys.
down, you can be, an investor in the turtle diapers.
That's. I mean, I
Yeah.
need some clearly. All right, well, carry on. I'm just
Yeah.
right here. I can hear and see everything. So if I'm not on camera, I can just shout.
Perfect.
But I need to clean up this urine. So
Lovely. All right then. So you guys see Leshrock fall into this pit of terror.
so I have a rope, and if he's just 5 feet down, I think we're gonna fish him out.
Yeah. All right. So Leshrock, you're gonna need to use some of your strength to pull yourself out of here, and with the help. So why don't you roll me a athletics check? And Ariane, are you helping him in any way, or are you watching?
Me?
Yes.
No, I didn't even go over there.
Okay. So you're leaving him to it.
I was gonna say, I think with it being opposite, isn't it better if she doesn't help anyways?
Possibly.
Don't I want a lower roll?
You want a low roll.
Oh, so do modifiers also get opposited?
They
or-
don't. They don't. No.
Okay.
Complicated.
So modifiers are the same. So so you rolled a 12, which is actually an 8.
Tell him to stand up.
So an 8 plus any modifiers you have. Do you have any
No.
mod in athletics? All right. So you Reynard, you see the shark trying to like pull himself out of here, but he's clearly poisoned and having a hard time. And the shark, you can actually roll me. I know you can roll me a Constitution saving throw, the shark, to see if you can wear off this poison, if you can shrug it off with your natural immunity.
Oh my god.
You do, but unless you don't, it's opposite day. Oh wait, no, because it's only for your first roll. So
Okay.
so don't worry,
thank God.
it's not so terrible. It's only for the first roll of each person. So Logan's made his. Sydney and Fox still have to face the opposite day, the
Yes,
retribution,
indeed. Maybe I
which
just
is
won't roll anymore.
maybe yeah. If you just decide never to roll, that's fine. You just stand perfectly still for 2
The
hours.
rest of the time.
That's fine with me. Okay, so that's fine. Me and Logan will play with each other.
One time, I put a turtle.
Phrasing.
Hey.
All right, so yeah, Logan, you wear off this poison, no longer taking 5 per round. Probably, I don't know. How do you wear it off? Is it natural immunity? Is it some kind of magic which you cast upon yourself? What kind of flavor do you want to give me?
Ranch.
I feel like I just sort of, I'm still just laying there, like, sort of on my back on these spikes and just expectantly looking at, Foxhound, I'm sorry, I forgot your character's name.
Reynard.
Reynard. To, like, why is he not pulling me out? Like, why is this taking so long?
You're just like static. You're like a turtle looking up at him.
Yeah,
Please.
exactly. I'm a turtle on my back right now, that's it. And I don't have my turtle diaper, so...
It's just
Yeah,
all a mess.
You haven't donated for turtle diaper.
Let me recommend in the future.
So, Jar Jar turns to you, Ariane, and he says, Miss, are you gonna go help him, or we're just gonna look at this thing? He points to the bottle.
First of all, that's not my name.
I don't know what your name is.
It's Evine.
Yeah, same thing.
Second of all, it's not my job. So no.
Well, if you have an opposite day roll, then maybe it should not be your job.
Hey! I like the way you think, Foxhound. So are you looking into this portal? Are you looking at the gargoyle? Are you looking at the green devil thing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like staring into the portal because I just sent this
Okay.
dude in there to test the waters.
Okay, so you send Jar Jar in, do you?
Yep.
Okay.
He's
So you send Jar Jar in, and he goes and like steps on. One sec. He goes and steps on the red one. There's a red, a yellow, and a blue paving slab by this archway. He steps on a red one, and Jar Jar disappears.
Oh no.
Oh no!
He's gone.
He's disappeared. I mean, he walks through the portal and disappears. He's not like dead or anything. Like, doesn't immediately eviscerate himself before your eyes. Yeah.
Can he hear me through there?
You don't know.
Can you hear me?
You don't hear anything back.
Yes, I can.
No, I can't hear from there.
Alright, I'll take that as a no.
Oh. Sounds of collapsing.
Is that what I hear?
Yeah. As you say this, this is probably happening concurrently as the Shrug falls into the pit. You hear this noise behind you. It sounds like moving stone, and you look up, you turn around, and you see this gargoyle jump down, moving into motion as the Shrug falls into this pit, and it goes to attack you. So everybody roll me an initiative. Really. I didn't write this. Honestly, I was prepping for this on stream the other day, and I told my stream for the first time. I actually felt sorry my players for the very first time for having to go into this Tomb of Horrors. So I have.
Hang on.
No worries.
Okay.
So Aveen, that's right. 19 again, perfect. Reynard with the 10 and Lashruck with the 21.
Oh.
Yep.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So, Lashruck, as you're getting like pulled out of this by Reynard, you see this stone. Yeah. You see this stone gargoyle erupt into life, kind of breaking off some of its mold and going to attack Aveen. We'll say at the top of the round, you get pulled out of this pit, so you have a chance to take an action.
I have a chance to take an action right now.
You do, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to.
Kill it.
Don't forget the rolls are opposite. Oh yeah, we don't do it for initiative because, I mean, it's not as funny. It's more funny when I roll a nat 20 to attack and then fail epically. So remember, the Shrug and Foxhound, your rolls are oppositorino.
Oh, I thought it
I'm
was
going
just the first
to.
Have you done your
cast-
first one already opposite?
No, you're right. That is my first one.
Yeah, okay.
forgot.
Let's use this
Spent
one.
10 minutes cleaning up turtle fecal material.
No, it's fine. Let's use this this next roll for Logan and Foxhound to be your first opposite roll.
Oh, I thought I had mine already. With
He
the,
already did his. I haven't done mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you did, Logan. You're right. Sorry, I took it.
I'm going to cast
break
Cold
in.
Monster on the gargoyle.
All right.
DC 17 save.
What happens when a nat 1 is rolled? Terrible things, Mad Pagan. Terrible, terrible things, and I like it when it happens. What did you say you were casting, mate?
Hold Monster.
Cool. What does that do?
It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw of a DC 17.
The perfect number, okay. Let's see what
Out
it's...
of all the numbers.
17 is the best. It is confirmed. In
Apparently.
the annals of old and new.
It's canon.
It's fuck yeah, it is. Let's see. So it's gonna have a 4. Okay, perfect. Plus 4. So DC 17. It rolled a 15. So plus 4 it equals a 19. So unfortunately, it is a success. Does anything happen on a failure?
If the spell fails, then no, it just doesn't do anything.
All right. So you can still move on your turn, if you would so wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna safely.
Safely. he
I'm gonna
says.
move to a safe spot and
Where is this
away
safe
from
spot?
the gargoyle.
Outside of the Tomb of Horrors.
Did you teleport to a
no,
different
I'm
I'm
dimension?
just gonna dimension door outside. It's been
Okay.
nice, guys. I'll see you later.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'll just like take a step or two back, making sure that it's safe. I'll like test it with my staff first, make sure it's not gonna like fall through, and then just get a little more distance between this creature and myself.
All right. I'll let you have it, seeing as this first room. So Lestrak is gone. Therefore, it's Evine or Evian?
Evine.
Evine. All right. It's your turn.
I'm gonna go through the portal.
All right, then. You're going to take an attack of opportunity as this thing is next to you.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm afraid
Will, a
not.
quick question.
Yes.
Does
Ask.
this gargoyle have the normal number of arms?
It does.
Okay, thank you.
Well, if it's next to me, I thought it was like farther away from me. If it's
It
next,
basically kind of like jumped down on you, and it's round.
oh well, then I'm gonna hit it.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna hit it.
I like
with
it.
the.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
we've got huge problems if our barbarians running away from pipes.
I'm gonna hit it with my great sword.
All right, it's a really
Well,
great
collectively
sword.
ran away from a farmer with a hoe, which means that perhaps
Well,
Yeah.
Run away. I mean,
that's neither here nor there. That's outside.
Tice with the £3 donation. Since it's opposite day, I'm gonna give Sydney a nat 20. By which you mean Tice. You douchebag, Tice. But thank you,
generous.
Tice. That is generous. You're being far too generous today, man.
Thank you.
But Sydney, I'm afraid to say you rolled a nat 20. But it's opposite day, so you rolled on that one. Feels bad, man. So I'm gonna say this. How evil are we feeling, boys? All right, so
we're in the Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah.
Tomb of Horrors, so pretty
All right.
evil, I think.
Sydney, can you roll me a 1d10, please?
Yeah.
This thing swipes you back as you come in for the good one. As you swipe in with your greatsword, it ducks, pushes you towards this green devil face thing, and your hand flies back. Your arm flies back, rather, and your hand goes into this thing. This is your left hand. Left hand. Your left hand goes into this thing, and you suddenly feel this chomp come down onto your hand and bite it clean off.
Are you fucking kidding me? All of my weapons are two-handed. What the fuck?
Does the barbarian have the normal number of arms?
That's the question. So Sydney, you're gonna take 1d10 damage, and it's like this is partly physical damage and
I have a
shock.
question.
Yeah.
Would I be able to use counterspell to prevent that? It is a reaction.
It's not actually a spell.
Okay. I wasn't
Um,
sure, that's why.
No, it's worth asking. It's worth asking.
I tried.
Good job.
Good attempt. Good attempt. It's always worth asking.
Go team.
Tice, you did this on me. I didn't write this module. On this bombshell, Sydney rolls 1d10 for damage and loses a hand. I'm gonna get another drink. So, that was Sydney's turn, a rather catastrophic one. Minus one hand. It is Reynard's turn.
Spectacular. I will make a grand gesture and announce, "Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!" and cast Banishment on the
I
gargoyle.
like it.
Nice.
Banishment works like this.
You send it to the underworld.
Something like that. I'm sending it to another dimension, like Funimation DBZ. I send a creature that I can see within range, which is 60 feet, to another plane of existence. It must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. My saving throw DC is... actually, I have... How about that? All of my spell information in D20. Why don't I just look at...
How about that?
Handy. Handy.
Don't start with hand jokes.
Excellent. So it's just my Warlock DC, which is... Sorry.
No worries, dude. Silver says he's here for the End of War session later. Be joining us in a bit. We're looking forward to it, mate. I'm looking forward to that one.
So of course it's 8 in proficiency in Cha mod, which means it is 19.
Tough one. All right. Let's have a go. So, 20, 14. So it's a failure. So what happens to this thing?
So it depends on whether the target is native to our plane of existence or not, but either way, it's going to disappear. So if it's a native to our plane of existence,
Yeah.
I banish it just to a spot in the ethereal. It's incapacitated while it's there. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space. And the spell lasts up to a minute if I concentrate. If it's from a different plane of existence, then it's banished to its home plane, and if the spell ends, the target reappears. Otherwise, if I can maintain it for that full minute, then it's gone for good.
All right then. So you know
Gargoyles don't strike me as extra planar things, so I'm guessing it's the first thing.
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the sense that this is of this dimension, I suppose.
Yes.
So you've got a minute in which you have, if you can keep up your concentration, in which this thing is gone.
Right.
Aveen, you're in shock. Leshruck, you've just seen something nom off Aveen's hand, rip, and and there you guys are. So you've got, well, at least you know, Reynard, you've got a minute before this thing returns.
Okay.
We should leave.
Yeah.
Well, I think Aveen's probably bleeding pretty bad, right? I mean,
Yep.
so can I do a medicine check and try and like help her out with that?
Staunch her stump.
Certainly, yeah. The old Stumpy over
Okay. Actually,
there.
I'm just gonna, if you'll allow it, can I use my firebolt to sort of cauterize the, instead of making a check with the medicine?
Excellent.
Okay.
Sort of thing.
I'll just like look at you and I'll be like, this is gonna hurt, but it's for your own good. And then I just like, I like singe it and it smells so awful. And then I'll just look at her and like wait, like expecting a thank you.
Well,
Sips drink. I like wave my stub as a thankful gesture.
No problem, I could see you needed a hand.
Too soon.
I'll catch up with the rest of the party up at that end of the room and explain that we've got maybe 9 rounds left to either come up with a plan or get out of here.
Alright, I'm going to put you guys on a bit of a timer here
Yep.
in game. So you've got
Let's go through
a
a
minute.
portal.
Have we seen any trace of Jar Jar since disappearing?
Jar
through
Jar's
it?
gone.
No,
You don't know
but
where
we
it
have
is.
not seen any trace of my hand either, and I don't think staying in here is a good plan.
Shall we jump together on 3?
I think we
If
should.
one person can hold my hand, the other can hold my bloody stuff.
Sure.
Well, it's not bloody anymore, that was the whole point.
My charred stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna just subtly move to the other side so I don't have to hold the stump.
I go to like flick you off, but I forget I don't have a hand, and I'm like,
Oh,
damn it.
that's problematic. All right, let's get out of here before that thing's
Let's
coming
go,
back.
let's go.
Yeah,
shoot
let's
the-
go.
2, 3.
Vroom. You guys go through the portal in a flash of blue, and you guys find yourselves in a room.
Fuck.
Oh, I didn't want to be in a room, damn it. Anything but a room. So, you guys find yourselves in a cell. It appears to be iron, kind of like a 4x4 kind of iron cell. You guys are kind of cramped in here into a cell. There appear to be 3 levers here, and this is all you can see. It's just around this cell.
Is Jar Jar here?
Jar Jar is not here.
Yeah, didn't we see red when he went through?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Noting Evelyn's difficulty with her current armaments, I will unattach my rapier.
Armaments. Well named.
My rapier and scabbard, and hand that over as it's one-handed. Here, perhaps you can handle this a little bit more easily. Handle.
Ratchesphere has donated £10 and he says, Sydney's hand is reattached when you go through the portal. You're welcome, Sydney.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
So you guys come through.
Well, in that case, I take my sword back and go, never mind.
Yeah, you look
Take this, please.
you look at Aveen and her hand is back. Like as if it was just some kind of like illusion. This pain was like she felt, and the loss of hand was just some kind of illusion, just a fuck with your mind.
And I'll just be like, see, I told you it would be for your own good.
Is there still like scorch mark there from the cauterization at all?
It's gone. Weird.
Oh, goodness. That is weird. That's very weird.
I am a most powerful wizard.
You clearly know a lot about a lot of things.
Yes.
So I will use my at-will detect magic. Do I spot anything on these levers, on the bars, or anything like that? Are we in just like a sealed room?
You're in
or
a
is-
sealed room, it seems like, with these 3 levers. When you cast detect magic, you can't sense any magic on any of these levers or in or around this room. After then, you get this weird kind of sense around the hand that there's definitely been some magic going on there.
Okay.
I'd like to roll a perception check to see what I can see around the room.
Sure. Any of you who want to roll perception checks can do so.
Sure. That's a thing that I know how to do.
Perfect. Cool. So guys, by the way, just shout out your rolls when you get them at me, just so I can...
18.
Perfect. Cool, I see.
20. Wait, no, I'm not 20. I'm 15. My bad.
Let's try.
I read the roll.
No worries. So, an 18, a 15, and a 20. So, as you guys are looking around the sealed room, what you see appears to be what you get. You're in a total room of ensealment, if that's a word, I think it is. But you're this is literally what you see. There is nothing hidden here around. You guys look at every nook and cranny. Maybe there's some secret hidden here in this. Oh, wait, no, there isn't. There are 3 levers here on the wall, and you can move them either up or down. It looks like they seem to have functions up or down, each one.
This is clearly just some sort of sensory deprivation chamber. I'm sure the spa attendant will come let us out.
Well,
Might as well just...
chill out. Yeah.
So I'd like to look at the levers and see if maybe I can get any clues with an investigation check,
Sure.
perhaps, of
Roll
what
me
needs to be done here.
investigation. I'm going to remind you guys, there's loads of people around. If you guys haven't hit that follow button, please do. Join along. Welcome yourselves into the adventure.
So I'll tell you what,
ahead.
as I spot Leshrock, trying to actually do things, I'll mention. I'll tell you what, buddy, I know a story about a man that tried to do things, and let me tell you what, he figured it out pretty good. And my story is so inspiring that you're filled with bardic inspiration, which allows you to, if you choose, after you see your result, but before the Dungeon Master tells you the effect, can roll an additional d6 to add it to the effect.
Oh, I'll totally do that. I want to make sure I get this good. So 26. Thank you for that.
You bet. Teamwork.
Just realized I was mute for a second. Yeah, so you,
Cool.
yeah, so 26. You find yourself looking at this contraption. And so what you can make out from this, Leshrock, is that the answer to this puzzle is either that they all go up or they all go down. And you have no idea which way this is supposed to be.
I'm going to, with
what have you
confidence,
found?
just flip them all up.
All right then. So, as as Lashrock does this, he flips every single last switch up.
Evine has her fingers crossed because she could do that now.
Nice.
He's made a very clear study of this contraption. Clearly, he knows exactly what he's doing.
I was like, aha, and then I just flipped them up.
So as you flip these up, you hear a kind of sound of something opening, like a stone moving past stone, like a shoom. And you look up above you from where the sound comes from, and there appears to be a chute leading upwards, and there are kind of handlebars, if you will, what would you describe them as? Almost like ladder bars either side that you
Okay.
can grab on and pull yourself up into this chute.
I will do so.
All right.
Brilliant.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
I'll allow them to go first because old man robe, already missing part of my robe. They don't need to see all that. I mean, unless they want to. It's up to you guys.
Without hesitating, I will stride up and begin climbing immediately. Like, well done. I had every bit of confidence that you'd figure a way out.
So, yeah, you guys keep traveling through this chute for several minutes, and then it flattens out, so you're kind of walking on your hands and knees, scurrying through this tunnel. And then it opens out into a larger chamber. And in this chamber, you see in the center, there appears to be a chest. It appears to be a wooden chest, fairly ornately carved, and with kind of gold filigree inlay around it. It looks very promising. However, surrounding the chest are several skeletons, and these corpses are kind of reaching towards the chest in death. And surrounding these are asps. Snakes surround this. You hear like a kind of hiss of snakes in this chamber as they are all in here. There's probably like there's more than you could possibly count, but there's clearly you'd define this as a swarm of asps in this area. There are a whole load around here.
We've done it.
Well,
So I'm gonna notice the snakes, and I'm gonna cast Fireball on the swarm.
Nice. All right.
Good man.
So let's roll me initiative, and because you guys are taking these by surprise, they're not really immediately attacking you as you come in to this chamber. You're gonna have a stealth
Surprise
round,
round.
surprise round. Thank you.
Yeah.
19 on my initiative.
Nice. A 19 from the Shruck.
I have a 7.
7 from
wait,
Rin.
wait for it.
I see
Brilliant.
15 from Evine even, sorry.
What is that?
Oh, you're at advantage. Perfect. That's a crit hit. That's good news for you. That evens out the crit hits and crit fails to even.
Nice.
So at this point,
Thank God.
neither anything terrible, nor anything particularly great is going to happen to the party at the end of this adventure. I'm sure this will change, however.
No, we did it. This is the last room.
Well, this is it. This is game over, right? Well,
Yeah.
this is
Good
where
job.
we stop. Okay, so the round is going to be Lashrock, Evine, Asps, and then Reynard. But Asps aren't in this turn because it's a surprise round, so Lashrock, Evine, and then Reynard. So, Lashrock, take it away, my friend.
So I'm just gonna drop the fireball right on what looks to be like the center of the swarm, and the swarm needs to make a DC 17 Dex saving throw
Let's do it,
to
boys.
save for half.
Is the
Ah.
center of the swarm the treasure chest?
Not at the center necessarily. They're kind of surrounding this chest. I guess, yeah. So let me find these guys' stats real quick. Dex appears to be a lot. Damn, son. So they have a +5, so a 23 is there.
Okay, so then the swarm takes 16
16 damage.
points of fire damage.
Nasty.
If anything flammable is in the area that's not being worn or carried, it also bursts into flames.
I guess the chest starts to take fire because take fire.
No, my spoils.
Catch a flame, I suppose. Because the spoils of war begin to catch alight as the wood, which has clearly been here for ages past, begins to set alight very quickly, which takes it to Aveen's turn. And thank you, Kevin, JKK, for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a Kevin. Welcome to the adventure, mate. So, Aveen, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go after snakes. I'm gonna use my great sword to slash them.
Perfect.
Cool.
So, what'd you roll?
Oh yeah. A 9.
A 9 is not a hit versus these asps AC. Unfortunately for you. Yeah, so I guess you go in swinging with your newly attached hand. But it's
Forgot how to use it.
yeah, you forgot how to use it. But thank you,
Is this really
Ninja.
your hand, or is it
Yeah,
someone
maybe it's
else?
someone
It
else's.
was on backwards. She just needs to turn it
You
around.
just twist it. Yeah,
It's
twist it.
fine. Yeah.
Thank you, Ninjalo 420 for following, and also thank you to Shriki Dota for following. You guys are both gentlemen, scholars of the highest order. Taking it to the Asp's turn, but it's a surprise round, so they don't get a turn. Therefore, it's Reynard's. Take it away, Reynard.
Oh my goodness.
Reynaldo.
I am legitimately concerned about the chess that I've worked so hard to. So I have prestidigitation, of course, as any good spellcaster. Does the roaring inferno on the chest look like it's a small enough kind of flame that I might be able to snuff it out with just a whiff of sorcery?
Probably more than a whiff. You're gonna need a good kind of sniff.
Okay. I didn't take sniff.
Ah, that's a rookie mistake there.
It is.
We're all good, paranoid gamer, we're having a good time, mate.
I'll tell you what. So how far away is the chest?
Probably 60 feet.
60 feet. My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a little ways away. Yeah, we skipped 1111. Oops.
That's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge forward, giving no mind whatsoever to the asps or the skeletons. Just, no, my prize! Just trying to close the distance to the chest. So I'll just double move towards it, which doesn't give me... Oh, you know what I could do is I could take a bonus action. So on my way behind me, I'll cheer for Evelyn. Eveline. excuse me.
Evine, I think. Yeah.
Evine. Excuse me.
We're
I'm
all
sorry.
I was just
messing up
thinking
a name.
it.
It's just
We're just gonna say
Jane.
it.
girl with dog.
Yeah. Jennifer back here. It's gonna be. Handle this. I have every bit of confidence in you, and
Handle
you also
this.
get some bardic inspiration
Well
for your
played.
troubles.
Handle.
Yeah.
For the con,
while
you-
I take care of the real problem. So with that, you can add it to any d20 that you would roll, or you can add it to a damage roll that you would make, or you can add it to your armor class when an enemy attacks you before you know whether or not they hit or miss.
Yeah, okay.
So you guys handle. I'll handle. I'm done.
Alright. Cool.
Wait till
Well-
Are you 100% done? Alright, so Reynard's turn. Is that over? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just. I charge up. If it's 60 feet, then and nothing trips me or interrupts me.
Alright, in that case, you're going to take an attack of opportunity, yeah, because.
From
because-
the asps.
Yeah, for the asps. Like, as you kind
Surprise
of.
round?
Yeah, because it's a reaction.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
That's
yeah,
fine. That's the sort of thing that this guy is about.
perfect. You take
Getting hit
a
by snakes.
22 versus AC. Quite a good roll.
22 will hit me.
I've been rolling really well all day, just to let you guys know. It's
Yeah, you have.
other than when I've been being a player for some reason. Let me quickly look up these guys' damage for you, so I can inflict maximum pain
Of course.
upon your bodies. Let's see. Okay, perfect. You're gonna take You're going to take 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yeah, a whole lot. It's the whole swarm, basically. Well, latches onto you, jumps up at you, and sinks their teeth into your lovely flesh. Which takes it to the top of the round. It's no longer a surprise. Go ahead.
I think I got a reaction there.
A reaction to a reaction. I love it.
Yeah, so whenever I take damage, I can use
It's so reactionary.
Misty Escape. Misty Escape, I disappear and reappear adjacent to the chest. Or no, I don't reappear actually. I teleport next to the chest. I can teleport up to 60 feet away to a point that I can see, but I'm invisible until the start of my next turn, or if I do something else. But I did that as a reaction, so I think I'm just invisible.
Perfect. That is perfect. So at the top of the round, it is no longer a surprise round. Therefore, the Asps are going to get their turn, but it is the Shrock's turn as we enter the Tomb of Horrors.
Okay, so I don't see him, but Aveen is up with the snakes, right?
Yeah. Evine is dancing with the snakes. It looks like Reynard is also having a bad time with the snakes. The chest, I mean, they're still burning. The snakes are still burning, but the chest is also beginning to catch fire. More and more so, it's beginning to kind of pick up the flames. It looks like there's probably only a limited time before this chest fully catches alight and burns down.
No.
But perhaps Reynard can get there in time. Who knows? Who actually knows? But it's Leshruck's turn. So what are you doing, mate?
I'm just gonna throw another fireball.
All right, I like the sound of it.
Yeah, me too.
But so are you trying to? Whereabouts are you aiming this at? Because the Asps rather are also amongst both Aveen and Reynard, so it's possible.
I don't see Reynard, so I'm just gonna try and aim it to do as hopefully minimal or avoid Aveen if at all possible.
All right.
While still, I mean, my main concern is hitting the snakes.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously pretty deadly, so a little bit of fire damage is gonna be, I think, a better alternative than the snakes just like swarming somebody. But
perfect.
Realistically, I guess it would seem like if I was suddenly covered in snakes and then literally not there, it might look like they just consumed
you. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
You're just a snake man.
It looks horrifying. So
It does.
Like,
It
I'm
absolutely
done with it, and
does.
I just throw another fireball.
Do it.
Do they need to make some kind of saving throw, or is it just damage?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
All right then. Let's see what these bad boys get. They're fairly dexterous. 15.
Okay, they needed a 17, so
All
the
right,
swarm takes all 24 points of fire damage.
Nice. Loads of them begin to burn up, catch fire. Why don't we roll a Fox? Roll me a d20 to see if you get any form of damage from this.
Yeah, absolutely. Do I get my dex mod on this?
Certainly. Dex saving throw makes sense.
Spectacular.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
19.
You
So
managed to.
You only take 12 then.
I mean, I'm gonna say on a
And
19.
above.
Let's say on a 19. You just dodge completely out of the way of this because
Okay.
Nice.
these Asps are slow. Cool. So
Brilliant.
next person in the round is Aveen. It's your turn.
Cool.
Who's
Alright, I'm
me?
gonna. What?
Oh. I get
I'm
you.
gonna go into rage.
And wait, okay, Sydney, what are you
What
doing
is your
in
character
character? We're on the same wavelength. We are one.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm going into rage now. In character.
Welcome. Thank you, Fieldy Field, for following. Welcome, mate.
And we're gonna go at it with a great sword again.
We're gonna go at it with a great sword again, eh? It's not the first time I've heard that one from you, Sydney. But what is the roll?
Okay, so I should have advantage on this thing now. So
Let's
maybe.
do it.
Ugh.
13. Let's have a look at their AC Rooney. It's not a hit, I'm afraid.
Of course. Well, I can make another attack as a bonus.
Yeah,
so.
you've got your level 11. You should be making multiple attacks.
Let's fucking use a great club. Let's change
This
it
is a
up.
great club. This is absolutely.
See what happens.
This is a great club we're in right now. But unfortunately, 15 versus AC is not hit either. But it would only hit for full damage, so it wouldn't have been a huge deal. These guys are flaming. I mean, so here's the thing. You were swatting these things away. You were like, asps jumping at you, you're swatting them away. But there's just a swarm of these guys. So in terms of like the overall progress into destroying the entire swarm, you're not doing a huge deal, but you're certainly killing plenty of asps. So it's not like you're hitting nothing at all.
Solid.
Yeah, so if that makes you feel any better, there you go. But it is the Asp's turn. They are going to make their attack against... let's roll a d2 to see which of you is going to be Fox. They're going to roll against you, my friend.
Like they turn into a big ball and roll at me.
Yeah, they just... they roll
As
at you.
snakes are known to do.
So commonly.
Which, of course, is also on fire.
It's all canon.
Yeah.
21 versus AC.
That will hit. I'm not happy.
Not a happy bunny. But it's okay. It's okay, because you only take... I nearly rolled 1d20 damage, and that could have possibly been very painful. Instead, I will roll 6 damage against you, Foxhound. Reynard takes 6 as he's begin to continue to sink into your flesh. But it is your turn, Reynard, so take your turn, buddy. Never go asp to mouth.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm trying not to, but circumstances...
Sometimes it happens. It happens to the best of us, man. Don't feel
It
bad.
does. It absolutely does. I don't have a ton of AoE, unfortunately. I will... I will douse these terrible beasts with Sacred Flame. Cantrip that I picked up from a cute priestess that I met a couple of months ago. Turns out that you can do that. So Sacred Flame, they have to make a Dex save, which probably they'll do because they're snakes.
Ooh, Foxhound, you've got inspiration from Ratchosphere.
Oh, spectacular!
You donate a quid.
Wonderful.
Foxhound, his inspiration. There you go, mate.
So I get to do...
Thank you so much, Ratch.
Great. Great. Okay,
You could
but I can't apply
ask them a question. Tice, man.
Okay.
You're better than this,
Can
Tice.
I can't use inspiration to make their save worse, can I?
Oh, go on. Let's do it.
Okay, so they have to make a Dex saving throw that's versus DC 17.
Alright. Let's see what they get. I think that takes... Let me see. I should already... There we go. Perfect. So there's a 20. Pretty good. And then an
That's
18.
pretty good.
And then an 18. So only 2 less. They have... if they have disadvantage, for the sake of argument. Is an 18 a success?
It is.
Ooh, just a success. Unlucky.
Yeah.
Does anything
yeah.
happen on a fail?
It doesn't, no. I'm just... Oh, I'm not going to use that spell anymore.
God damn. That's the
And
worst
then
feeling.
Is there anywhere safe to go? I'm next to this, like, burning chest, and I'm surrounded by snakes.
In terms of safety, you're either looking back at the shaft which you were in before,
Okay.
or back where... I mean, I guess the area near Evine is vaguely safe because she's being attacked, and not you.
Okay. I'm just gonna hunker down then, I guess.
Okay.
I think that's it for me.
Alright then. So this takes it to the top of the round, and it's the Shrock's turn. As you look at the top of the round, these things are burning pretty badly. Most of them are burning away, or being killed by either Evine or Reynard, and it's your turn, mate. So what do you do?
Okay. I think I just, I'm like, I've had it with these motherfucking snakes, or this motherfucking dungeon, and I just drop another fireball.
Spectacular.
I like it. Thank you, Evandil, for joining. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman
Oof.
and a scholar, sir. Jesus, that is a lot of dice being rolled right there.
That's a lot of dice.
Do I need to make some kind of save?
Yep, dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what I get. So that's a 14 is what I rolled.
All right, so they take all 40.
Ooh, nice. So
That's really good.
I'll double around. These guys take 40 damage. And how do these things die, Lashruck?
I think they just, they sizzle up perfectly for some snake meat.
Nice. So you guys are out of combat. And
Well done.
Grilling and killing.
these things are grilled.
Steaks, perhaps disappointingly, tastes pretty much like chicken.
It's,
Yeah.
Most things do. But at the same time, the chest is burning up as well. So there is a
I
very
will-
limited amount of time.
Immediately taking my cape and just trying to just save the treasure. It's important.
Alright, so how are you trying to stop the flames from encapsulating this thing entirely?
I'm just trying to smother it with my cape to try and stop the oxygen from fueling the flames.
Alright. I'm feeling generous, so that's fine. You, seeing as you're out of combat and you roll pretty well, you guys, on that 40. Yeah, you throw your cape over, the flames die down. I mean, your cape is a little bit burnt, it's going to have a few holes in it, but other than that, the chest itself remains unharmed.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'll use the mending cantrip on his cape to repair it.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's
I'll
cute.
shake his hand. That's
the squad
mighty
puts
generous
me
of you, old man.
clutch.
So what do you guys do? You're here in the room, loads of fried snake around, the chest is here.
Should we open it?
I'm going to
No, don't open it, whatever you do.
I'm going to note that there were a bunch of skeletons sort of reaching for it,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to warn that it could be very dangerous. I'm going to move towards the back where we came into the room and just sort of suggest that maybe one person opens it and takes that chance.
So brave. So brave, Logan. Oh, we've lost your
I
video, mate. Logan.
Need to not be as dead as I am. I got bit by snakes.
I'll open it.
Before you do, I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
So that is...
I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to die, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna.
That's
go
fair, I just
the
don't
rest
want-
of the.
snakes. 9 healing points for myself.
Nice.
Does anyone else want or need healing?
I'm good. I've still got some points on my arcane ward, so
Spectacular.
Logan, turn your webcam on, mate. For some reason, it's just switched off.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, no worries.
That's just what he looks like now.
It's just who he is now.
Well,
I'll
that
tell
is
you what,
me.
if I've got the chance, I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna cure up some more of my snake bites.
Certainly, if you guys need to want to take a rest here, it's a good spot.
Oh, I would
Yeah,
love to
I'd
take a rest.
definitely take a short rest.
Absolutely, let's 100% do that. In fact, I am such a good storyteller that everyone gets an extra D6 hit points back at the end of a short rest.
You're welcome.
I'm the healiest warlock you have ever met, I'm sure.
Ratchesphere donates £1. He says Sydney needs some more inspiration.
Yes.
She does. There you go,
Thank you.
Sid May.
Too wide.
Take inspiration.
All right, are we taking a short rest then?
Yeah.
All right, good.
You said you were the heeliest, and now I'm just picturing your character like wearing heelys.
He's just skating around.
Oh, of course.
I'm the Helios guy, so
Like
there.
they're plate, but they absolutely have little heels in the back.
I love it.
Okay,
Perfect.
great.
So you
I
guys
get-
take a rest here.
Yes, please. I get a lot of stuff back from that.
That's great. So, as you do so, have you guys looked into the chest? Have you opened the chest at any point, or are you going to do that after your rest?
I think we're gonna do that after the rest.
Yeah.
After.
Okay.
All right. So who goes to open?
I believe.
I'll do it. I don't care.
Yes. I retreat back towards the shaft where Lashrak is.
All right then. So, Evine, you go to open the
Yeah.
chest, and as you do so, you look inside, First of all, roll me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 8. Oh wait, 1 sec. Donation. Rem donates. No advantage on Sid. She's grown and she can take care of herself. I'm sorry, Sid. You don't have inspiration. Good old Rem.
Amazing.
Thank you, Rem. Oh, and at the same time, £5 on Ratchet Sphere. You too, Logan, but not Will. You get a nat 1. Oh no! So the DM gets a nat 1, but Sid, you. So Sydney, no advantage. Logan, nat 20. Myself, nat 1. Oh wait, no, Logan advantage rather. So you have inspiration. But myself, I'm on a nat 1. Whichever next roll I make is gonna be bad. So thank you guys so much. There was 3 donations in a quick row. So thank you to Ratch, Insomniacs Inc. and Ratch again. You guys are way too generous.
Thank you for the inspiration.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, roll me 1d6 first, Sydney,
Okay.
if you would be so kind. 6. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, and thank you to Das Episch Unkraut for following. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. Gentleman Scholar, sir. So roll me 1d100, Sydney, next.
Cool.
And thank you to Trigger666, the devil's number. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. 53. Alright, let's have a look at what this means then. Oh dear. Okay, staff of the python. Okay, so inside you find a staff of the python, and I'm just going to find out what this exactly is in my GMG right now. Okay, so I have found it here. Okay, so it's an uncommon staff. You can use this action